Hi, my name's Beth and I'm 52 years of age.
Hiya, I'm Beth's daughter, I'm Hannah, and I am 25 years of age.
Well, when I started smoking, I was 13 years of age. I've smoked all my life now, up to now being 51. I've tried numerous times to stop smoking over the years, trying different methods, and nothing just seemed to work for me. And I have battled for many years to try to stop. My daughter, she stopped smoking about 8 months ago, and I noticed the huge difference in her. She was a lot more pleasant to be around. She wasn't as narky. I've seen her breathing improve, and it just made me think, you know, I'm really going to benefit from this, to really give it a good go. Also, I lost a friend. He was in a hospice at the time. He was only a few years older than me, and he died from emphysema, which was COPD, which was caused obviously all through smoking heavily through his life. So that was something else that sort of gave me the incentive to think, this, you know, I've really got to do this, if not for me, for my kids, because it wasn't pleasant what his family went through, unfortunately. So yeah, initially it was definitely to do it for the children. So I personally got in touch with St Helens Stop Smoking Service, which I had used previously, and I found that they were an absolute brilliant support. Couldn't have done it without them. I was fortunate enough to be able to have some medication this time, which just worked for me 100%. It's just like a dream come true, this. I started taking the medication and didn't want to smoke, and just stopped smoking. Again, I can't explain. It's the best thing I've ever did, and I would recommend it to absolutely anybody. My breathing, my behaviours.
I think your relationship with your children, your family around you, I think.
Yeah, the difference
everything.
It's made to all my children, every single one of them. Particularly Hannah, because she's just a worry box.
I am, yeah.
You know, as you say, you used to not even sleep at night, did you? And
No, I used to lose a lot of sleep, yeah. Mental health, and it used to affect me a lot that way, didn't it? So
yeah. I mean, it is the benefits. I've done things now. I think that's another thing, isn't it? You know, went to Disneyland Paris, you know, the other week. I'm now planning my next holiday. I've not had a holiday in 10 years, have I? Apart from Blackpool,
no.
Maybe longer. It's just a big new world for me since stopping smoking, with the money I'm saving and buying things that I never ever thought I would. You know, my appetite, the way I am, my well-being. I go to the shops now and buy for me, not just for my kids. I'm buying steak for the first time in 50 years, salmon, and, you know, just lovely food to eat. And it's just a dream come true. I've never had that, you know. Smoking was just my everything. Smoking was, I had to smoke before I left the house, I had to smoke before I did a job, I had to smoke after I did a job. You know, my whole life was just around smoking. And to be free of that is an absolute just dream come true. Oh, don't cry. It's just an absolute dream come true. I just, yeah, my whole life's changed, and I can't, I don't know, say how much it's changed. And I will just say to anybody who's thinking about it, or is like me, who has been smoking for so many years, just really give it a good shot. And I always remember someone saying to me a long time ago, never give up giving up. And it's a true saying. It's an absolute true saying that never give up, because one day it will happen. And I didn't think I would see it, but it's happened for me. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to absolutely everybody. I'm thankful particularly to Lisa, who has been the most amazing support to me over the last 6 months. And I really couldn't do it without you. And, you know, going to get me badges was great. I went and got me badges and got me reading done of my carbon monoxide, and the feeling to have that, you know, as a non-reading of a smoker. It's just all been an amazing journey and a dream come true. It really has. So yeah, again, if you're thinking of doing it, please do it. Please do it, or, you know, just keep trying. If you don't succeed straight away, just keep at it.
You can definitely do it, can't you?
It's amazing. Yeah. So, do you want to say anything? Because you've packed in smoking as well. I mean, not to the degree for the many years I had been smoking, but again, Hannah was my inspiration for stopping, because I did see the difference in her.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? I stopped 8 months ago, didn't I? And I went cold turkey, and I just completely stopped due to me breathing. But the main thing that I stopped for was my mental health, I think, more than anything. I'd be chasing the dopamine, the nicotine, and thinking that was the solution for all my mental health problems, and it turns out it wasn't. If anything, it was my enemy, really, to say the least, really, yeah. So I couldn't walk my dog, the anxiety I had just to get up and go to work, and overthinking, and it was just a horrible place to be in your own mind and things like that. And the minute I stopped nicotine, I put myself first, and I think that was the first thing to do, really. If you
with your deluxe items from the supermarket.
Yeah, I can buy Cathedral City cheese, can't I? And my Heinz mayo instead of the cheap stuff.
Yeah, because you say though, don't you? You know, she always says, well, I'm not smoking, so I will buy the more expensive food. And quite right.
Or treat myself to a nice top. I remember actually I was in M&S, and there was a top, and one was 32 and one was 49. And it was like a proper blazer top. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I just went, no, I'm getting, you know, the 49 one. And I look at it now and I think, I wouldn't have had that if I smoked. I wouldn't have even attempted to be an M&S, let alone buy anything. So I think,
And that is another thing, you know, treat yourself. It does work.
Yeah.
That treating yourself 100%. You know, I'm buying things now that I've never ever bought. Again, like you, if I used to smoke, I couldn't justify it. You know, go on a packet of ciggies, you'd always find your money for your ciggies.
Yeah, I think finding little milestones as well for yourself, little goals, that, because it is easy to forget that you have stopped smoking. I have realised that. Because it's been like, I've stopped smoking, and like I say, it's like you've never smoked, so you don't see that reward really after so long of quitting it. But it does, it really does, doesn't it? It pays off. And I think the relationship with your family, with your friends, but most of all with yourself, I think that is the most important relationship you can have, is with yourself. And I think if you are someone like me who does struggle with mental health and does struggle with family issues or anything like that, just look at what's close to you, and if it is that nicotine, I think it's time to give it up.
Don't underestimate it sometimes, the way it is. And that was another thing when I stopped, sort of, you mentioned the dopamine, you know, nicotine's known to hyper that, and at first you can be a little bit, but it doesn't last long. It does not last long, and you get so much on a level, and it's a nice level, isn't it? You haven't got that dip of...
Yeah, I think as well, you what's the word? You're in with the people as well. You're in reality. You're not...
Yeah.
Like, someone can be having a conversation with me when I used to smoke, and it didn't go in. And they'd say it again 20 minutes later, and it was like, what? I didn't remember you saying, because nothing was going in. Because all I was thinking about was that nicotine,
Yeah.
especially in work. I'm just, until I was agitated until I had that nicotine.
Yeah, till you can go out. Everything's about, and it was all times, wasn't it, you know?
Yeah, and I think now that the fact that nicotine doesn't control my life or my family's life or my mum's, and we're free from it, I think you can actually live. I think it's time to actually live when you do stop. So if you do fail time and time again, just keep going. No matter if
you won't regret stopping.
No matter if you're 20 or you're 65, just do it. I think the difference is unbelievable, isn't it? So yeah, just give it a go and see where it takes you, because it'll change your life, won't it?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. You know, if you'd seen me 6 months ago, you know, I should have done a before and after really, because I certainly didn't look like this, and I didn't present myself the way I am doing now. I put a few pounds on, which I'm happy about, and I've got a few less wrinkles and a little bit nicer complexion. But so yeah,
everything about you's just nice, Mum. Really, your moods, and you're nice to be around. You're not agitated. You're not taking everything to heart. I'd say something to you, and you'd be like, "What do you mean by that?" And it'd start an argument, and
I haven't got that worry of what is happening inside, because you don't know what damage you are doing to your body. The inside, you know, it's nearly 6 months now, and my lungs are still clearing debris and stuff out, and it's such a nice feeling, you know, to know that it's coming out even after all this time, and you know, your lungs do an amazing job. So you know, and you'd only get one set, I suppose. So yeah, look after them, and it's never too late. I mean, again, look at me. So yeah, thank you.